Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Survivor Series. Team T-Bone versus that Team Wretched DRS Maestro. I am T-Bone. Shout out to everyone. And again, in these formats, I am 3-0. We drafted drivers from a pool, me and the Maestro. And again, we know I am a great evaluator of talent. Oh no, in the meantime, Cam Rudy picking up a little damaged wing. Already the gamesmanship starting here with a fellow rival of Cam. Quickly, we want to go over this 10v10 format. All 20 drivers will score points to incentivize fighting till the end and not giving up. Every point counts. P20 will receive 1 point all the way, so everyone will score here. Everyone's involved. And yes, I did have the first round, the first pick of the draft. I utilized that pick by taking none other than Justin Schrei, folks. Schrei and I have a fun history in drafts. Of course, I was the captain of Team T-Bone in IFM The Remix. I didn't know Justin Schrei, but he fell all the way to the last pick of the draft, handed to me, as I watched the 19 mediocre, not mediocre, but not perhaps as good as him drivers picked before him. And, God. And this time I made it right. First overall pick where he belongs. That's for damn sure, Justin Schrei. And because of the DNS Maestro's ineptitude when it came to drafting teams, he took HMP Hooligans with the first pick. And Hooligans isn't even here. So a no-show for Hooligans here. Not quite sure what happened, but he took Hooligans, didn't show up. I got Chenzo with third pick, stacking Schrei, Chenzo. I stacked Jordan 2 Wavy. I have Sawa on my team. I have, who else do I have? I have Orain, I have Spenny's Pub Hub, I have Adriami, a lot of my Mushroom Cup compadres here. Well, the DRS Maestro has Ezo, Rapid Driver, he has Billy, I have Hazy Aussie, Maestro has Cam Rudy, Maestro has Rasta Cheech, a late entrant here. The Maestro getting kind of lucky with that. And of course, Bats Plus, longtime fixture in Flip Flop Fishes League. Shout out to Teddy on my squad as well. And this is just going to be fun, Froggy Boggy. The young phenom, of course, on the Maestro's team. One guy we got to give a little look out to here is Hooli TTV, friend of Rasta Cheech. Rapid, apparently, he is on the DRS Maestro's team. So right now, the Maestro's got two guys top. Long way to go here in qualifying. I'm T-Bone. Thanks again. This should be a fun little event here. As always, shout out to the Maestro for participating. You could see the draft on the channel. It was about an hour ago. Hopefully, those picks will extrapolate to great race results here. Froggy Boggy now. The Maestro's got three guys in the top three, but my heavy hitters are going. Here is Sawa, perennial pole getter all the time, qualifying monster. Let's see what he's got in the tank right now. Aces, take that, Team DRS Maestro. Shout out Trophy Marino on my squad as well here. A lottery pick. And there's my man Chenzo going into P2, Spenny into P3. TTV Kaname on the Maestro's team. He's going into his hot lap. Let's see what this much accomplished driver can show us right now. the ever rapid TTV Kaname on that Team Wretched DRS Maestro. Heading in for a little stroll, see what he will give us here. Sawa, Ezo, Chenzo, Shry, Spenny's Pub Hub, our top 5. See if TTV Kaname has anything to say about that. Moving in a P3 along his comrade right here from the TTV clan as well. They're all fast, all these TTV guys. Not quite sure what it stands for. Time Trial Veteran, Time Trial Vixen. Super quick, all these TTV guys. It's a hard name. They definitely practiced way too hard to forgo the acronym and of course the credentials. So not anyone can just use that TTV. You have to be accepted. Anyways, here he is. Oule TTV, the rapid Quebecer, the newest Quebecer to our group. These guys drive with balls of steel. What does he have in the tank? Oule with a P7 right there. His first lap in the Mushroom Kingdom. Shout out to him right there. Bats Plus. Of course, check him out. Great business selling baseball bats. Of course, I think he's on eBay and a couple other platforms, probably Spotify or Shopify and whatnot. Definitely a great spot. Go grab your baseball bats from Bats Plus. He has the corked ones too if you're into that. A little Sammy Sosa action. Or if you're the DRS Maestro, he may sell tees. T-ball players out there. Shout out to Maestro. Here's Adriami, the Flying Spaniard, in that Canadian Moose Piss Kick Sauber. Doing his thing as usual. The ever-improving Adriami. Sawa and Ezo are top 2 at the moment in this 10v10 extravaganza. The Survivor Series, T-Bone versus the Maestro, TRS Maestro, or DRS Bone. Adriami, utilizing that great racecraft, awareness, IQ, poise, and acumen as he flies through the Kevwood corner. We like to call it Kevwood's mom because it has a lot of curve to it, but nonetheless, you may know it as turn 17. Here's Adriami. Look at that pace he gets coming down the straight right here. One of the longest straightaways in all of the desert circuits, of course. 17 blue whales in length right there. Adriami, let's see what he can get going. And what looks like it is a clean lap, as usual from Adriami. No spillage. Yeah. Sawa and Ezo, great friends. Of course, Sawa has been a monster, especially since he got that PS5. 10 points down to Justin Shry in the Mushroom Cup through 5 rounds. Chenzo 9 points behind Shry in what promises to be a tumultuous finish to the season. Adriami with a P13 right there. Here is my rival in this event, the DRS Maestro right there. That lap is invalidated, but definitely going to have to keep an eye on him. He has not liked Bahrain in the past. Here's Trophy Ozzy, cousin of Hazy Ozzy, and staying in P17 right there, getting those reps in for the new rookie driver. Jordan 2 Wavy, big fan of Bahrain, of course, on my team. Looking to be chilling a little bit on this one. Shout out to Jordan. Chenzo pulling out of a lap right there. We all know Chenzo doesn't like to pull out, so it must have been a urgent situation. Justin Shry, though, the first overall pick of the draft, entering his hot lap, Mushroom Cup championship leader through 5 rounds, shutting up all the critics, answering every single time lately. And Justin Shry, the team principal of the Ferrari team in the Mushroom Cup, riding alongside Illyrian in the Mercedes for that Lightning Cup. But right now he is Team T-Bone, Team Haas. Justin Shry showing a little purple snack right there. And we will continue to look on with the lap here from Justin Shry, one of the more improved drivers in the whole community. Getting a little bit of a tow from one of our teammates there. Of course, my teams are the Haas, Kick Sauber, the Alpine, the Ferrari, and the Williams. Those are my teams. Those are our guys today. And the Maestro, although I think I drafted better than him, he had a couple guys no-show, so he did receive Rostachich and Bats Plus. Bats Plus, of course, much heralded back in the day in the Flip Flop Fish WSR League, World Sim Racing League. Of course, that's where I got my start as a driver. At my first finish. Yep, that race is documented. So Bats Plus will look to go out on his hot lap. We'll check in on that in a second here, but right now, the current pole sitter, Sawa, looking to finish strong and expand on that 127.9, and he will. He has a Sawa. No one man should have all that Sawa, folks. Further back, Spenny's Pub Hub. Running out of fuel there, so he's going to pull out there. Justin Stry. He's in P4, and he's going to be running out of fuel. Rostachich in a similar boat. The great Frenchman Rostachich right there, the pride of Mirabel, Quebec. And of course, his good buddy, who TTV Kaname from Team DRS Maestro taking the pole position right there in the Survivor Series T-Bone vs. Maestro event. Justin Stry obviously taking it easy now. Spenny running out of gas as well. Sawa. So further down, this is a guy Maestro or Rostachich says is to be reckoned with. Hule TTV from Quebec as well. Another flying Frenchman looking to prove himself right here in our league. Happy. It's a pleasure to see him in these races. Hopefully we'll in the Mushroom and Lightning Cup, especially when we get some openings. Him and Rasta would be a good team. I do think so. And he's going to pivot right there, head off into the pits. Billy, also on the team, DRS Maestro, invalidated right there. Bats Plus, still in P15. Here is Sicario heading into the pits. So, folks, we will have a doozy on our hands. 10v10 Classic, T-Bone vs. DRS Maestro. We have the evil TTV Kaname of Team DRS Maestro in P1. Sawa, Team T-Bone in P2. Ezo on the Maestro's team in P3. Then Spenny, Shry, Chenzo all on Team T-Bone. So looking forward to it. And what looks to be a pretty even match. I like what we set up here. As we look on with the other captain here. Heading into the pits, that Maestro. He says, oh my goodness, that Maestro. Heading into the pits right there. Hazy Aussie, shout out to him as usual. So we look on with Bats Plus. Many of these drivers in the pits right now. Here's Teddy, friend of Clip Menzo. Shout out to Teddy. Happy he's in this race too, on my team. We'll look on with him here. One of the more newcoming drivers of recent additions. Looking to get those spots in the Mushroom Cup, maybe Star Lightning Cup. Just happy to have him in the races. Shout out to Teddy. Let's see what he's got here. All right, folks, we're getting this underway. T-Bone versus DRS Maestro, our 10v10 event. And we are underway. TTV Kaname leading the charge right now. Oh, in the background, we do have a McLaren. That is Team Maestro suffering a little bit of misfortune. By little, I mean a lot. Billy disqualified. Jordan disqualified. Cars not moving off the grid. Don't really know what happened there. Oh, it's a formation. He's got formation lap on. Oh. I haven't seen this in so long. Sorry, folks. I thought they were racing. Good Lord. The Maestro, that formation lap. So the Maestro, 3 of the top 5 drivers on Team Maestro, but of course 3 of the top 6 on Team T-Bone here. We got 5 from each team in our top 10 in what looks to be a very exciting race. I am going to need some big performances, but so will he. Of course, him adding Ross to Cheech and Bats Plus, big additions there at the end. And yeah, I do see a very equal lineup and match here today. Teddy on my team, Hazy Ozzy on my team, Trophy Marino and Orain on my team, Zacarios with the Maestro, Billy with the Maestro, Uli TTV with that Maestro, as we look on with the Maestro's golden pick, TTV Kaname. He's got the hopes and dreams of Team DRS Maestro on his shoulders tonight. And now, we will kick this one off, folks. T-Bone DRS Maestro Bull 10v10. T-Bone 3-0 in this format. The DRS Maestro putting his first match as a captain. We'll see how he faces and squares up to T-Bone. See who's got the best talent evaluation skill. We are firing it off, folks. TTV Kaname leading the way here for that DRS Maestro's team. Ladies, clutch your pearls, gird your loins. We are about to go. Those lights dropping, and TTV Kaname will be our leader heading into turn 1, followed by Sawa, Ezo. Look at these boys go here. 20 Titans, maybe 17 Titans in this league system, battling it out here for the honor of T-Bone or DRS Maestro. Froggy Boggy's going to be fighting hard. DRS Maestro discovered and introduced him to our league system. We call him the diamond in the rough. And when he feels froggy, he's going to leap at anybody. Still learning that racecraft and how to time everything, but my God, he's aggressive and exciting. Further back, Trophy Marino from my team out of the race. My 10th pick letting me down, but we have Sawa making the move on TTV Kaname, Sawa on Team T-Bone, but Ezo also on that Team DRS Maestro. So right now, Sawa's going to need a little more presence from the rest of the team, but help is on the way. Jordan 2, Wavy, Spenny's Pub Hub. Not what I'm looking for right here. Chenzo down to P10, but still fighting in the mix. He's on those hard tires. And Justin Schrei, my first overall pick of the draft, on those hard tires as well in P7. He's going to just hang around, bide his time. Ezo on those soft tires, and I don't know how long those are going to last. We'll see. They're not the greatest in this game, but Bahrain might be a little better for them. Only time will truly tell. Heading into turn 1 now. Look at this. Great racing here from these boys. Wouldn't expect much less from that top pack. Jordan 2 Wavy in that Alpine. He's a beast at Bahrain. And right now, the top 2 drivers representing Team DRS Maestro. But we have some okay coverage further back. We'll see how this plays out. Always exciting here. I'm a little nervous. 3-0 in these. I beat Dogs. I beat IFM twice. Or no, IFM, CDR. And now, looking to go 4-0, but I'm going to be tested here. The Maestro providing a very formidable team. Shout out to Rasta Cheech. Getting in last minute as a reserve, and the Maestro will take that one. Shout out to all the boys as always. Anyone tuning in, racing, showing any interest, it's just fun. I was going to race myself, but fuck it. I could have helped though. Someone needed a safety car. Anyways, Ezo on that Team Wretched DRS Maestro, only driver in that top pack on the softs, taking advantage of it, getting that fastest lap. TTV Kaname. Thought you were my friend, TTV. Racing well here for the DRS Maestro. And Chenzo there in P9. Chenzo missing a left end plate. Devastating. Not what I wanted to see. Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. Phew. Okay, so he's just on those hard tires there. Sawa though, hanging with those two evil drivers from Team DRS. Jordan right there as well. Jordan, Spenny's Pub Hub in all his splendor right there. Mr. Pennifer Lopez, Pengu. Pen Franklin, always puffing on that Benjamin Franklin, whatever it's called. The vapes. Lap 3 of 29 here. I am T-Bone. And we should have a doozy in store. Spectacular drivers throughout the field. Ezo season, though. This guy put his name on the map in the last couple months. Aggressive with the softs, but making it work now. Of course, it's a team game, this 10v10. Every finisher scores in our format here, fighting to the end. And the Maestro's got a team right now. They are just crowding that points. The DRS, that whole top 10 right now. Maestro with 6 of the top 10 drivers. But, Froggy suffering misfortune. That's not what he's going to like to see right there. The young Froggy Boggy, the youngest driver to win a Mushroom Cup race, 15 years old last week. And he spins! Froggy Boggy! With a spin right there. Brutal for one of the Maestro's top players. 100%. Hopefully he can not get it together. Oh no, Hule leaving the session there. Probably a lag out. Send him an invite quickly. Okay, we'll wait till he gets right back online there. So 2 of the Maestro's drivers, not what he's going to like to see. Things just changed drastically in that top 10. Maestro still has the top 2 drivers, but after that, I see a whole lot of Team T-Bone. And anything can happen. We'll keep an eye on Ezo's soft tires. I'm just going to quickly have a gander, to see if I can invite the other TTV back. TTV Hulu. Okay, still not online. Hopefully we can get him back in the mix though. Lap 5 of 29. T-Bone DRS Challenge. kind of an open tier. We did that driver draft, and I wasn't picked, even by myself. That's how bad it was. I didn't even pick myself. I picked Trophy Marino over me. It was between me and him. I didn't get picked. I stood against the fence in disdain. But Froggy Boggy 3-second penalty. Race has gone to hell in a handbasket for him. Not what the young driver was looking for in his first event like this. Who else do we have back here? Bahrain. Fighting. Do your thing, Bahrain. Been milking it so long you can make butter. Keep going, though. Ezo. Still looking strong on those soft tires. TTV Kaname providing reinforcements. Who else do we have? My man, Hazy Aussie, fighting hard in P11 for me. Teddy on those soft tires, still hanging in the mix. Zakario. Keep pushing Zakario. When he started this lap, Hagrid was clean-shaven. Orain. Again, just keep fighting. And Hule, is he back in the car? No, we got to try to invite him. Invite sent out to Hule, even though he's on the team DRS Maestro. We respect fairness, gentlemanship, and gamesmanship around here. Come on, Sawa. Sawa, Schride, Jordan, and Spenny, all team T-Bone. Positions 3 to 6. No, Rasta, stay away. And Chenzo now back in the mix. He is on those hard tires, folks. They are probably going to start to feel nice. I like that. Justin Schride making moves as well, and Chenzo's going to need to get through that DRS Maestro. I said, don't be too nice, Chenzo. They're turning on him. Oh, look at Rasta. Oh, 3-second penalty there, Rasta. You don't need to go off the track. You know Chenzo's going to leave the space. Either way, shout out to both these guys. And, oh, yeah, rough them up there, Chenzo. I mean, be kind. Look at this. These guys racing elbows out here. Oh, I've never seen Chenzo battle like this against anyone. Oh, my God, Rasta, Cheech, and Chenzo. You know, I've never seen them go that hard at each other, so that tells me they care about winning this event. Rasta, why are you trying so hard for DRS Maestro? Chill, chill. Yeah, Chenzo. Dump his ass. Sorry, DRS Maestro. I can't really see you anymore, buddy. Here, let me get my binoculars. Hey, Rasta Cheech, I'll get Chenzo to put a mirror on the back of his helmet so you can do your hair. Look at that. I gotta fit 3 Kevwood's moms between us. That's huge. It's like an aircraft carrier. Anyways, on to the next thing. We have drivers from P3 to P7, all representing Team T-Bone, but unfortunately, that DRS Maestro has the top 2 positions. He has Cam Rudy in P9. Cam Rudy. And, of course, Bats Plus, longtime veteran and a Flip-Flop Fish exclusive driver. Him and Monty and Monye de Cheeks, Flip-Flop Fish's parting gifts before he left the game. And I got to say, Monty and Bats, upstanding guys. So is Monye de Cheeks, too. All great guys, for sure. Bats Plus is actually he's an elite driver in past games. He didn't play 24 much because he hated it, which no one can really blame him. And it's good to see him back in these races. Super nice guy, too. And I do like his business. I like anyone who runs, starts a business and just does their thing. He's passionate about what he does. Go check out Bats Plus. They're on, I think, Shopify, eBay, all that stuff, selling the best baseball bat assortments in the United States of America. And I believe they ship, too. So shout out Bats Plus if you're into baseball. You're into all that baseball equipment. Use code T-Bone. He'll give you 10% off. Don't tell him I said that. Back in 30 seconds, folks. Lap 7 of 29 right now. The DRS versus T-Bone Survivor Series Challenge. Ezo on those soft tires leading the way. Getting the most out of them. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Justin Schrei, my first overall pick. Steady. Speeding into the pit lane. Better call Mark Wahlberg because you're going to need him. Anyways, Justin Schrei. Now, really enjoying the fruits of his labor, putting in that time on those hard tires. Froggy Boggy takes a leap into the pits. One small step for man, one giant leap for Froggy Boggy. All right, folks. Still none of these top guys yet to pit. No safety car or anything. TTV, Kaname, Sawa, Justin Schrei. Of course, Ezzo did make that pit stop. He started on the soft tires, electing to go the hards the rest of the way. We'll see how that one works out. But right now, we got Team T-Bone peppering those top spots. Anyways, we'll see how the rest of this race goes. Shout out the DRS Maestro. Of course, my opponent tonight. We drafted these teams. My teams are the Alpine, the Haas, the Ferrari, the Kick Sauber, and the Williams. And we will see how this plays out. TTV Kaname being overtaken by Sawa. How's it feel back there? How's the weather back there, TTV Kaname? Good. Stay back there. Hell yeah, TTV Kaname. TTV Kaname has 2 gears, park and neutral. Ha ha ha. I say that about like one of the best drivers in our league. Shout out TTV. This is the only scenario I could really talk shit to him though, so hell yeah, TTV. What else are we gonna look back at? Cam Rudy. This guy thinks he's fast too, huh? Not on my team today, Cam Rudy. I don't have to be so nice anymore, Cam Rudy. Guy's so slow, it takes him 2 trips to haul ass. Ezzo season. He's on the other team. I don't want to make fun of him though, because he might sign to the Lightning Cup. So keep doing your thing, Ezzo season. Just don't do too much of that thing. DRS Maestro. Look at the lines he's taken there. Half his car out of bounds, but he's got a Chris Paul mind state. You know what that means. Zaccario. I don't want to say too much about Zaccario, and after we found out what Zaccario means. But yes, much respect to Zaccario, his whole group, everyone he's with. Nothing but respect to all those guys down there, Zaccario and his family. The utmost respect from the Mushroom Cup. I'm going to continue to keep paying my respect to Zaccario. And if you Google, don't Google what it means, but yeah. And shout out to baby Zaccario too. The utmost respect to these guys and their family. Anything you guys need, you know I got you right here. I got you, man. Thank you. Thank you, sirs. Adriami, as 9 people go to Google what Zaccario means. Yeah, Adriami. Look at this, the Flying Spaniard right here. I love it. Super long member of the Mushroom Cup. Going through his soil. Bats Plus getting some of that pace back. AG Aussie on our team. Froggy Boggy's still in the race right here. He's had an eventful race, and sometimes he's going to have to feel some trepidations before these decisions. Here's Billy. I don't know Billy too well, one of the Maestro's buddies. He is quick, a good driver in the GT7 League, but right now we're just going to call him a clock sucker because he is taking all the time. Anyways, TTV Kaname. Ever since I berated him, he is now back in P1 over Sawa. Bats Plus 3-second penalty for using a corked aluminum bat. I've never even heard of that. You cork an aluminum bat? If anyone can, it's Bats Plus. Go check them out on Shopify and eBay, folks. Justin Schrei on those hard tires. 2 drivers ahead know that pass was inevitable, and they didn't want to be shown up with Justin Schrei moving through in P1. No, Sawa! 10-second penalty! No! What'd I tell you, Sawa? Bad Sawa. Come on, man. Oh no. I can't even just. Oh. Anyways, one of our top guys picking up a 10-second. No one man should have all that Sawa. Either way, Cam Rudy in P3 with a 3-second penalty. He's a pretty good golfer, but the best club in his bag is the eraser on the end of that pencil. Cam Rudy. And here, of course, that DRS Maestro. Let's get a quick word with the DRS Maestro. Maestro, how's your race going? Oh my goodness, there's sand in my eye. Maestro, it's okay, bro. You're probably going to lose against my team today, but I do wish you all the best. Okay, T-Bone. Oh no, the Maestro losing the back end right there. Looking like a stripper at Magic City. From his hometown in Atlanta. The Maestro did go to school with 21 Savage, of course. They were in the same applied math class 5 years straight. Yes. A matter of fact, Maestro gave him his name. He said, what is 21 divided? Never mind. Let's go, Chenzo. Chenzo and Schrei, let's go back to their tires. top two picks of Team T-Bone because the DRS Maestro selected HMP Hooligans with his first overall pick. Hooligans couldn't make it in time, and I was able to get Shry and Chenzo, folks. But the Maestro got Ras to Cheech at the end. But right now, I gotta say, a whole lot of Team T-Bone. Spenny, Jordan, Sawa. Sawa's got that 10. Could be tight coming down the stretch, folks. Could be tight coming down that stretch. Of course, the DRS Maestro moving over for his best driver. How about the Maestro? You know, he's never really... Bahrain's arguably his worst track ever, and lately he's made it a decent, respectable track for him. The Maestro, probably the hardest working guy on the game. One of the hardest working people I think I know, period. It might not seem like he works hard, but he's always, you know what the key is, man. He's worked hard to put himself in a position to make passive income, folks. So, and he's always doing shit. He's always doing shit, this Maestro. Probably involved in probably about 7 to 9 different business ventures that I've heard of. So good for that guy, hard-working guy. His story's very great too. If you ever spoke to him, I don't think he would mind me sharing. You know, I think he came here from Zimbabwe when he was younger, to Atlanta, then to Charlotte, and I don't think he had too much money, and he's done pretty well for himself. So it's a great story, the quote-unquote American dream, if you will. So shout out to the Maestro. If you want details, you can ask him. He's always happy to help and give advice. But here's Justin Shry, past Chenzo again. 2 rivals in the Mushroom Cup, 9 points between them after 5 races, but today they are teammates, Team T-Bone. Puts magnets on those cars so they can't hit each other today. Kaname fastest lap of the race right there. So, the Maestro still yet to pit. The top 3 yet to pit. All the guys on those hard tires. Laps 17 and 29 here. We'll see if fuel becomes a factor. Just looking at the grid right now. Top 2 drivers on Team T-Bone. 3 to 5 is Maestro. And then, yeah, so this is awfully close right now. Hopefully some of these tire disparities come into account. Jordan and Spenny, I expect to definitely move up there on those fresh hard tires. How about Chenzo and Shry? These guys are the new Chenzo and Greg. I love it. These guys have come together. I guess you could call them, they are rivals, not in like a hatred sense. There has been some animosity over the years, mostly coming from Shry. But, you know, right now Shry's looking to get his first ever Mushroom Cup championship, leading Chenzo by 9 points after 5 of 12 rounds. So, as good as Shry is, he's learning how to win races in front of our eyes. About 7 or 8 Mushroom Cup wins, all in the last 2 seasons. And now the true test will be closing out a championship against the likes of Chenzo and, of course, Sawa right there as well. 9 and 10 points, respectively, behind Shry. And, yeah, even if Shry doesn't win the championship this year, I guarantee you the learning experience from it will propel him to getting a title. Eminently somewhere. Maybe even Lightning Cup, because he's got that kind of pace. First overall pick tonight. He was the last overall pick in IFM Remix. I didn't know who he was, and he fell to me at the last pick. I just thought I was getting like a guy who was probably going to come last every race, and he finished second in the standings. I'm like, God damn, this guy's good. And since then, I've had a connection to him, you know? I feel like I am the biggest Shry supporter. I feel like even though he's from IFM, he's like my guy, because no one in IFM fucked with him like that. No one even picked him in the draft. So I take great pride in Shirai's ascension, but at the same time, you know, Chenzo, how could I not be happy if Chenzo wins? Sal was a guy we wanted forever. I'm happy for all of those guys. They get it done. Chenzo in the pits and that Canadian moose piss kick Sauber. Looking like a giant pile of moose piss. Grade A. Lap 19 to 29 here. Thank you to the DRS Maestro for hosting. There were issues, of course, technical issues. A couple guys couldn't get in. Then we had to do a bunch of resetting, so we started late. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. We're just out here to have a little bit of fun and race. Maestro and I for our bragging rights. And this might be the first one where it's not apparent right away who's winning. Sawa's got that 10-second, which is going to be killer, and it's too sketchy if I just say, oh, we're waving it and taking it off. Do we really want to involve stewards and all that annoying crap in this? No. It sucks the fun out of it. So we're going to go with what we see here, unless there's something outrageous. Jordan 2 wavy now. I love where this guy's at. He's just so good with the management, the strategy, great race IQ. I've watched this guy blossom as a racer as well, man. Not so much like the actual tangible skills on track, but the way he just goes about managing his whole race. And I attribute a lot of that to the amount of time he's been spending with B-Tom. Because since he started just like getting in the voice parties and stuff, and more him and B-Tom just hanging out a lot. I can only imagine you might learn a couple things if you're just racing with B-Tom, talking to B-Tom. And I've seen it. I've seen the B-Tom effect rub off on a lot of guys. Oh god, that sounded horrible. But yeah, DRS Maestro, a lot of these guys since B-Tom started talking has, man, he's helped a lot of drivers, man. I've even heard him talking to Mac T for a while about racing stuff in the game. Mac T, arguably one of his greatest rivals. TTV Kaname, I've seen him get so much better since he started just hanging out with B-Tom. So. I'm the only idiot who'll talk to B-Tom for like an hour and not bring up anything about racing. Nor does he probably want to talk racing with me. You know. He just asks for like girl advice and stuff, you know. Because I'm good with the birds, right? Just kidding, I'm horrible. So bad. Oh god. B-Tom, of course, is on a date tonight, folks. W's in the chat if you think he's going to hit it. Shout out to B-Tom, though. Took her to a movie. I wonder what movie he took her to. He's already seen F1, but I'm willing to bet that's where he took her to see that movie again. He's definitely taking her to see F1. I said, just go easy on, like, you know, don't go too intense on, like, the F1 talk on the first date. So if you think, I'm like, bro, just not too much too soon, you know? Oh, I have a funny story, but I don't know if he'll get mad at me if I tell it. I'll tell it. He took a girl, like, on a date to go-karting. He'll like, this is funny. And, like, after the date, he's talking to me. He's like, she was so slow. She didn't know what she was doing. I was, like, trying to give her all this advice and tell her. I'm like, bro, just chill. Chill with all that on the first date, please. I can only imagine what he's saying. He's like, you got a trail break. Use the esports line. Who knows? I know he has good intentions, but... yeah. When it comes to that stuff, it is, he's very intense and very knowledgeable. But I thought it was funny when he's like, she, so slow. Or he went to like a go-karting track on vacation, and he's like, everyone on that track was so slow. I saw the video, it's like tourists, like, people in, like, cars with two wheels with their kids. I'm like, bro, you need to be on, like, a real track. So, shout out B-Tom, man. Hopefully he hops in here and updates us on how it went. Or hopefully he doesn't. Is he online? Yeah, he's online. Let's hope he comes in here. Either that or he's pissed at me for sharing that story. But I didn't say anything now. I think everyone could appreciate that story because it is B-Tom to a T. Anyways, TTV Kaname, man. What can you say about this guy? One of the best drivers we all know. And somewhat new to league racing, probably a year or so in. Funny story how I found him. He was just on the time trial friends list. I don't even know how I knew him, but he was on my friends list, saw him the time trial. Messaged him, and he's like, yeah, I'll hop in your race. I needed a Lightning Cup guy, and It's funny, I didn't just let him race based off the time trial time. We started the Lightning Cup race 10 minutes late so I could watch this guy's league race quickly just to see if he has racecraft and all that. And it was a race in Monaco, which he won, and he didn't even start first. So right away, okay, he can do his thing. And yeah, fantastic guy, of course, hailing from the Magic Kingdom in Orlando. He lives in the castle. Big fan of anime, apparently. He got his logo today. Anyone who wants a logo made, by the way, we're back in business doing the logos. Reach out to Greg Jennings or Emerge. They're happy to do the logos. I'm going to be learning myself, too. We're going to get everyone a logo. You guys all deserve logos. It's a brand name. Lap 22 of 29, folks. Sawa from Team T-Bone leading the way, 10 seconds of penalties. Nonetheless, we do have the other three drivers right behind Cam, the best driver on Team DRS right now. TTV Kaname pitting again for the hard tires now. Oh my god, I swear I didn't pay him to throw this race. What TTV? Again, it's really hard to get the one stop going here. And to be fair, on these hard tires, TTV's rapid. He always makes it work. But I don't know if he's making this one work. In regards to a win, but he's done this so many times, and I count him out and I talk shit, and he works for him. He's so fast on the hard tires. So shout out TTV Kaname. Also, he did commentary with me for a season at CDR while he raced, and I don't know how the hell he raced with me in his ear. Chenzo and Shry here. Hold position, Chenzo. I'm gonna let's keep an eye on this here. We definitely want the faster car ahead. I am still the team principal here. A little pull back the curtains on how I run the team. I am. Of course, yes. Hold position. Cam Rudy in P5 right there. It's gonna be scraped off with the 3. And right now things looking quite good for Team T-Bone. Hazy Aussie in P9. Rasta Cheech, not his best race. That's what you get for joining Team DRS Maestro. The Maestro himself stayed out a little too long, left himself out to dry. Bahrain, keep fighting, bro. Keep fighting. Top 20 all score. And right now I'm going to go on a limb. And I think Team T-Bone leading this one. We would have Shry, Chenzo, Jordan, Spenny. So I got the top 4. And then, yeah, Sawa falls in there. Ezzo's one guy I'm worrying about, though. P7 on those medium tires. And this Jordan, I'm going to need to be a great blocker here. Jordan, block for the other guys. Jordan, 2 wavy, Shry, Chenzo, folks. I know these guys are all great drivers, but when I draft, I'm also drafting for team chemistry. Who knows how to work together? Who's going to chat together? Who's going to be a team player? And Jordan couldn't do much there. Cam did get through, but Cam did pick up that penalty, and I don't trust his tires to be good enough to contest those top 2. And Jordan 2 wavy, absolutely love it. No, oh my god, I absolutely love that move. I didn't know if that was even going to work out, but the fact that he did it was definitely going to instigate and be a disruption to Cam. And Jordan 2 wavy with one of the sexiest moves I've seen on F1 25. Somebody clipped that and sent it to Jordan. That was absolutely an outstanding move. When he did it, I thought he was kind of just there to be annoying, not let Cam get through too much. And Jordan made it stick. Absolutely spectacular pass here from the young American driver. And right now, Cam, or Ezzo, yeah, Ezzo's going to be a little harder to hold back now, though. Definitely. Hopefully Jordan can somehow be a little bit more of a hindrance to him coming down the stretch here. Jordan, very calculated, not just going to send it for no reason. And Ezzo now will look to close that gap. But Jordan 2 wavy did his job right there, folks. Look, that gap was 5.5. It is now 6.3 from the 4th place car. Chenzo and Shry doing their thing. Sawa just has to keep going. He's got that 10-second penalty, but I still believe it'll be solid points for our team here. Look at Jordan 2 wavy go. Jordan 2 wavy right now is the MVP of Team T-Bone. The ultimate disruptor, the agitator, the irritator, and he's doing it cleanly, folks. He knows what he's doing. He knows he ain't going to, he's not racing for that top 2 or 3 right now, but he is going to do what he can to slow down the fastest driver on the other team on those elite tires. And now that gap is 6.5. Jordan 2 Wavy just adding to that gap. That's why I picked these guys, man. I know that Jordan 2 Wavy could be doing other things for his own race selfishly right now, but he is elected to help the team. And oh my God, I love that right there. Altruistic driving from Jordan 2 Wavy, putting the team before himself. The name on the front of the jersey over the name on the back of the jersey, folks. That's why I got Jordan, Spenny, Chenzo, Shry. All these guys are cool wherever they finish as long as the team wins. Same with Greg, Zavi, Rasta, any of those guys. Rasta's not on my team because he's a traitor and he was signed to DRS late, but I think karma caught up with him. Ha 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 ha. Shout out Rasta. I'm just kidding, bro. You know I love you. And I would have picked you if you were in the roster. Cool earlier. Cool TTV, Rasta's friend. Fantastic driver. He got lagged out for some of this race, so it's not fair to judge him on this performance. Some of these guys, you get lagged out for 4 minutes, and it's going to be awfully tough. No safety car as well. We do have some sort of disturbance. Oh, it's Orain. Orain, just keep going, bro. Keep going. You got 2 points going right now. Billy, 19 seconds of penalties. Jesus, looking like his phone number next to his name. Teddy, sent me a message the other day saying, I just want some clean racing. Well, penalties next to his name say otherwise. Teddy, I still love you, and we're good, don't worry. Shout out Teddy. Zacario, of course. Much respect to the whole Zacario family, everybody over there, man. The utmost respect. They're all welcome in the Mushroom Cup. Baby Zacario. Great men. How about that Maestro, though? No penalties here. He's going to put together quite a solid result at the end. Lap 26 of 29. And I love what I'm seeing from the boys. These Mushroom Cup guys, in these league events, we step it up. Sum is greater than all the parts all the time. There is no I in team. There may be an I in win, and there may be an I in Justin Shry. But hopefully nothing crazy happens here. Shry, just do your thing, hold position. Everyone, where we are right now, should be quite solid. Spenny's Pub Hub, Hazy Aussie doing her thing, top 10. And Froggy Boggy, of course, 16 seconds of penalties there. This kid's got all the talent in the world, but it's probably his maybe 10th 50% race, if that. So he's as good as he is, and he can win races, let me tell you. These kind of races are going to be the growing pains we're going to see from Froggy Boggy from time to time. But when you have a driver that young, that good, you have to give him the platform and the opportunity and the seat to race. When you have talent like that, you really have to nurture it, throw it in the fire. You're either going to get a lump of coal or a diamond, and he's shown to not be disrupted by the big moment of the stage. And it's just going to take a little time. From time to time, he's going to have a race like this, but he could bounce back with a win the next race. That's how crazy it is right now. Froggy Boggy, and it's exciting to watch his story. Anyways, Sawa now has been caught by the other guys. Give them a toe, Sawa, then just pull off on the final straight. Yeah. We got the top 3, Team T-Bone, 4, 5, Maestro, then Team T-Bone is 6, 8, and 10. This could maybe be close. I'll have to look it up at the end here. No, folks, I think we got this just because we got the whole top 3. But now TTV, Kaname, and Ezo. Of course, Sawa right there. Great job from Sawa. Unfortunately, he got that 10-second, but doing his thing, driving a fantastic race. And if he didn't have that 10-second, who knows, maybe it is a fight for the win. But still, just hold position. Ezo 9 seconds back. I got to give all Jordan 2 Wavy. The man, in a lot of ways, he was the MVP tonight because he impeded. Impede's almost like a dirty word, but he raced. He did his thing as a teammate. He sacrificed his own race. He took the bullets for the team. And even though they got by him now, the damage was done. Jordan did his job. And Jordan can chill. Not to mention, no penalties at all. He's still going to finish top 5 or 6. So I got to give huge credit to Jordan too, Wavy, my third overall pick, and he's a guy you could take one as well, especially in these formats where Jordan gets to work as a team with people. Guys like him, another one, Chenzo, like Hazy. These guys elevate Spenny because they're just happy to win with their buddies, you know? They don't care if it's like a P5, P7. That's what I love about these guys, and that's why normally my teams are quite good in these events because I pick for the chemistry. No egos in these events. We just want to win. It's about the name Tebow. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I do want to beat the Maestro too, you know? I do want to go to 4-0. Anybody who wants to challenge me, by the way, in these events, I'm not just here talking shit. The door is open. Friday night, I'll throw another one. I'm 4-0. Best talent evaluator in the community. Anyone just wants to dispute that, any of you other admins, guys you think you know talent, I'll put that 4-0 record on the line if anyone's listening right now. Preferably someone who's kind of shit like me. It's not... Never mind, we could make it work either way. We could make it work either way. But if it's like someone like B-Tom or Mac T, then like I have to get the second overall pick if they get themselves, you know? But yeah, I'm down to run it back Friday. If anyone thinks they can evaluate talent better than me, take the T-Bone challenge. Literally, someone DM me right now, and it's you versus me, and we're drafting teams Friday. But yeah, final lap here. Shout out to Ezo and TTV driving a splendid, splendid drive. The Maestro retiring from his own race. Let's get him in here for an interview. And that's going to hurt because he just took his own points away, but I don't know if it would have mattered. But hopefully he comes in here with his concession speech. He can come in here and congratulate the winners. Anyways, speaking of winners, we got the winningest driver in the Mushroom Cup, folks. Vamos, Chenzo. Once again, T-Bone depends on Chenzo to win a 10v10 event. Chenzo, Justin Stryer are my top two picks. Sawa in P3 right there. He had that 10-second. We'll see where he ends up finishing. Okay, so he will fall to P5. So we had Chenzo, Stry, Ezo, TTV, Sawa, Jordan, Spenny, Cam, Rasta, Hazy. I think I got the Maestro, but we're going to do a little add up. But I think it's safe to say Team T-Bone would have got that one 25. Yeah. So Team T-Bone getting that win over DRS Maestro right there. T-Bone to 4-0. We'll get some of these guys in for an interview. I want to thank the DRS Maestro for participating. We're going to do another one of these on Friday. I will put my undefeated record on the line. If you think you can evaluate talent and outdraft me, it'll be fun. I'm sure there's somebody accepting the challenge right now. I am going to get my team in here for some quick interviews. I got to get Jordan, MVP, Justin Stry. Stry, tell me you're online, bro. Stry, come on PlayStation, man. One moment, folks, as we get some of these drivers in here. Maestro might not want to do an interview right now. It's okay, Maestro. You can lose to me when it comes to picking teams. I'm good at picking drivers, other than Star Cup. Let's get Chenzo. Not that dumb. I just invited Chenzo. So let's get Jordan. We gotta have a word from Jordan. Jordan did his thing. Sawa. Let's get all the boys in here. Shout out to Team DRS Maestro too. Ezo, great race for him. TTV Kaname fought hard, valiantly. But at the end of the day, Team T-Bone getting that victory. Okay, we need to get somebody. Yes, the man of the hour.
Yo.
The man of, bro, I said it. Yo, you were the MVP today, dude. The whole race.
Oh, really?
I said, do you know why, bro? Yo, you literally You sacrificed your own race so good, and you were so like you really did your thing with Ezo and anyone who tried to get through you, bro. Like you protected that top group, man.
I
So,
was trying, bro. I was trying to make Konami fucking
dude,
hit Izzo.
Champs are
you
here.
you were so good, bro. All you guys killed it. And what I said about our team that I always love, bro. You guys don't care where you finish in the race as long as our team wins, man. And I don't think there's a
Oh, for
better
sure.
example of that than like Jordan in that race, Spenny. I've seen Spenny do it many times. Sawa, you guys just were all fantastic working as a team. Shrai, Chenzo, Jordan especially, bro. I just saw the stuff you were doing, man, and it wasn't like dirty at all. You were just annoying, and you gave those boys probably 3 seconds or more total by doing what you did. Then you capped it off by getting a P5 or 6 yourself. So in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
to me, you were the MVP. So you want to talk about your strategy today?
Man, dive bombs, bro. Do my thing, put my car in the slap middle of the track at all times. It's usually how it is in these.
For sure. And Jordan, like I know in this format, you kind of get more excited about the team events too, because you like working as a team, the strategy and all that. You want to talk about just working with those guys who you'd normally be racing against in the Mushroom Cup.
I had fun. It was fun doing that. Majority of the guys
Let's
in
do that
there.
more often.
Yeah.
100%, bro. By the way,
Unfortunate,
guys,
unfortunate
you
for
want
Sal
to?
was 10 seconds, but it's cool.
Also, it's out there right now. Friday night, I'm putting my 4-0 record on the line. Anyone who wants to step up against the boys here. But Jordan, I just really want to thank you, bro. And also, a quick comment on how your kind of your unselfishness in these events. You kind of put your ego to the side tonight. Um, you just and about being a team player. Like you want to talk about that? Like
Um, yeah. At the end of the day, it's a 10v10, not a 1v1v1v1. So,
respect.
even like other sports like basketball and football, I always do better for the team
Yeah,
overall.
I could definitely tell that about you, bro. So thank you, man.
Yeah.
And hopefully Friday you're on my squad again.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, shout out Jordan, man. In my opinion, maybe the MVP tonight. But before we go to the rest of my team, I just want to say shout out to the Maestro for participating tonight. Maestro, I'm pretty sure I got that one. Do you agree? The team?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did, man. Konami did mess up.
You can't put that on one guy. What do you mean?
25 points going right
I know he messed up the
I mean,
strategy.
when he went to double medium, that was his
now.
downfall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He mentioned
I know.
cards. So, yeah, that was a mess.
Same thing happened to Ezo.
Well, look, Maestro, again, I want to thank you, bro. And I know you're the kind of guy where we're probably going to battle again in this format because I know maybe even Friday. But I want to thank you again for doing this whole thing, bro. And yourself, you were actually having a really good race before you retired. No penalties. I know this is probably your least favorite track ever, but I think you made big jumps here. And I don't see why you couldn't have scored points that race.
Yeah, I was struggling. I don't know. I was struggling.
All right, well, final question, Maestro. How does it feel to be inferior to Tebow in evaluating talent?
Nah, I just want to rematch the
A neutral track? Okay, whatever, bro. You want it on Friday? I'll give you the rematch.
Let's go Friday. Rematch.
I'll give you the rematch, Maestro. Same teams. Did you fall and hit your head? Come on, dog.
Same teams. Come on.
Part of the fun is drafting, bro. That's how.
Okay.
You don't want the same matchup. I'll give you the same matchup if you want, but you really want that?
Do I get to pick the track this time?
Bro, you can pick any track you want. But we picked the track before we drafted, by the way. But yeah, I just want to thank you, Maestro, before we get to it. And I do want to just give a quick shout out to Ezo. Ezo finished P3 that race, and he was one of the highlights of the Maestro's team along with TTV Kaname. So Ezo, I'm always a big supporter of you. Not tonight as much, but thanks for not winning. And yeah, your thoughts on the race and your first event like this. Ezo. Okay. Yeah, buddy, just quick thoughts on this event tonight, your first race in the 10v10s. Beautiful, bro. That's you shouldn't be doing that though. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, bro, again, you're a great driver. Thank you for participating. Hopefully, we'll see you again Friday. Maybe even on my team. Okay, I want to go quickly here to Hazy Aussie and Spenny. Sometimes in these events, I tell people all the time, it's not about just picking the best drivers you see. You want the guys who are going to work together, the chemistry. I'm not saying they're not good drivers because they are clearly, but you kind of just got to go to your boys. And Spenny, Hazy, obviously, you guys have known each other a while. You want to talk about just working as a team. Hazy's been a part of many of these 10v10 wins I keep bragging about. So I just want to thank you both, Hazy and Spenny.
Hey, no worries, man.
More Spenny than me. I was just, I lost Sierra 30, so I was just tagging along by myself. But Spenny was doing what he could for the boys.
Well, Hazy,
Well, let the guys go at the opportune times, right?
Absolutely, and I got
coming out side by side out of the pits, just let them go right away,
I'll take it up, fair enough. In the
absolutely.
Event, undefeated like you, bro,
I always say, like, guys like Spenny, Hazy, another one, or Rain, certain guys, Jordan, they elevate, like, in the team formats, and those are, like, the kind of guys that I really want on the team. They don't care whereabouts they finish, and Hazy's just been a soldier for the Mushroom Cup forever, and Hazy, you've also found some pace lately, I'm not going to lie, bro. You've been a steady fixture in the top 10 lately. What do you attribute that to?
I would disagree with that about finding the pace for that.
I think you've been better on the new game, bro.
The competition is hard. What can I say?
Oh, it's his points, though.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Spenny, Hazy, bro, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And Hazy, of course, probably one of the longest Mushroom Cup drivers. So, salute to Hazy. Salute his cousin, Trophy Aussie, too, guys. He's new to the game. Be nice. We all started somewhere. So, shout out Trophy as well. Sawa. I want to talk to Sawa here. Sawa, you had that 10-second penalty there, but I appreciate the fact you stuck it out. And then when the other guys did catch you, you kind of just accommodated them. You want to talk about this race tonight, one of your first 10v10s? Yeah.
We almost got him out. Almost.
And even if it wasn't fair, I just didn't really want a situation where I'm like, oh, DRS, I'm taking off his 10-second. You know what I mean? We don't want like heavy stewarding in these events. We kind of just want it to be fun. So I'm glad, and I think you still finished top 5 or 6, which I'll always take, bro. And yeah, I was really fortunate to have you, Chenzo, and Shirai all on my team tonight. Top 3 in the Mushroom Cup. So I did like my chances going in, but of course they had a great team too, man. TTV, Ezo, they had Rasta, and there's another universe where it goes a different way, so I'm happy. All right. Thank you, Sawa. Absolute legend. Okay, final here. We'll go with Justin Shirai. By the way, who actually won the race, Chenzo or Shirai?
Chenzo did.
Either way, Shirai, I thought it was incredible today watching you and Chenzo work together, man. I've never seen you guys in that situation.
I really did enjoy that.
And to what Ezra was saying before, I appreciate the fact that like you guys were just about the team tonight. You were just whoever happened to be leading when you crossed the line. That's how it was. And you want to talk about that concept?
Yeah, Chenzo and I were planning on working together pretty much once he caught back up right before like Kaname and all them pitted, and we worked together for like 3-4 laps and decided to pit at the same time. And then we came out together, and Spinny getting out of the way for us, which was awesome. Helped us catch up to Soa, and then we tried to get Soa out of the DRS or out of the 10-second margin between Kaname and Ezo, and I think we were like 8/10 away from getting them out of it, which was so close. But it was a great race for Soa, so great working together, and I enjoyed it. I liked the concept a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought our team was stacked. So.
And more importantly than just the whole stack, I knew you guys would work together. That's what I cared about. You know, it wouldn't matter if I took you and Chenzo and you just killed each other. It wouldn't matter. So
yeah,
I knew.
So I did the exact same strategy he did in the Mushroom Cup, and I did the exact same one I did in Mushroom Cup as well, and we ended up finishing literally in the same order.
It's crazy
as last time. So
it's crazy, bro. And again, first pick tonight in the draft. For me, it was important to take you first because with our history, you know how I met you. I was hosting the Team T-Bone in the remix. The evil BXT told everyone not to draft you. You fell all the way to the last pick in the draft. I didn't know who you are. I'm like, all right, like whatever. I'm not expecting shit from this guy, right? Then I think you finished P2 in the driver's standings, and I'm looking around like, god damn. So you went from last pick to being first pick tonight, bro. So I think it shows a lot how you've come full circle. You've always had the skill, but I think now just like the respect and the awareness, and it's gotten to a point where I didn't just take you to really make you feel good because DRS was seemingly going to take you too. So
I think all of us are so close in pace, and it literally could have been anyone. So I appreciate it, but
absolutely.
It was good racing with Chenzo and Ezzo and Soa and all these guys. So enjoyed it.
It's fun watching you guys too, as well as Limitless Draco, Greg. Anyways, again, I want to give a huge shout out to DRS Maestro for doing this, and I would do it again with him. He's a great guy to do it with. That sounded so whack. But shout out to the Maestro, man. We all know. Go follow him, DRS Maestro 07 on all the channels like TikTok, YouTube. Great guy, and hopefully we'll do this again sometime, folks. Team T-Bone goes to 4-0 here. Justin Schrei from undesirable to undeniable, baby. Let's go.
I'll make an announcement for the tracks too. Now.
You're claiming the challenge? Because I told anyone who messaged me first, but I'll give you the rematch.
Say Friday, we can put out the vote